Fans. Well, we are back for chapter 19 of this rivalry, ladies and gentlemen. Deep into the heart of Los Angeles, LAFC will be facing the Galaxy. Yes, indeed. It is those big rivalries. And well, today I am repping the LAFC white jersey because why not? It's my team, and LAFC. A really tough challenge here today, knowing who's coming out, and there's some disappointment in the fans because it's a big game, it's a rivalry game. You always want to beat this team. Well, the case is not that for right now for LAFC. They come up with a similar squad to what they showed at Monterey Bay a few weeks ago after their famous win with the LAFC two players, Jakupovic making big time saves. And well, here's a lineup for LAFC with Eldin Jakupovic, the captain, today leading this LAFC team to hopefully a win at goal. On the right hand side, Julian Gaines will be there with Noah Dollemeyer, Diego Rosales as center backs, and Javen Romero playing as left back. In the middle of the field, Eric Dueñas, Daniel Crisostomo, Mateus Bogusz. And up front, Nathan Ordaz, Stipe Vyuk, and Opoku. The Galaxy, they come with a really, a really good squad. Practically, they're number one, their A squad, with Jonathan Klinsmann at goal, Caligari playing as right back, Martin Cáceres and Eric Zavaleta. Yeah, Zavaleta as center backs, and Julian Arte as left back. In the middle of the field, Raheem Edwards, Marky Delgado, Gaston Brugman, Memo Rodriguez, and up front, the one and only Chicharito and Ricky Push. Galaxy, a struggling side. It's a tale of two teams as of right now in MLS. LAFC number one in the West, the Galaxy bottom last in the West. Well, things change. Last season in the round of 16, Galaxy beat LAFC, though it appears to be the same case for tonight. After LAFC lost to the Galaxy last season, there was a big disappointment inside the fans. The 32-52, the following game, which was May 28th, they protest against San Jose Earthquakes. They did not chant the first 10 minutes of the game, and then they started chanting, but it was a protest towards the team because they were disappointed they lost against the crosstown rivals in the US Open Cup when they had a good chance of winning it last year. Though they're favorites right now, they're playing an alternative squad. Most of LAFC 2 players. Miracles do happen. Galaxy has the big time advantage. It's like a 90 to 10%, who can win this game. Well, since LAFC lost that game last season, it changed the DNA completely. And they changed because they've beaten the Galaxy 3 times the last 3 games, including in the playoffs, knocking them out of the playoffs. And then they went on to win the Supporters Shield, the Western Conference Final, and then they went on to win the MLS Cup. As we're just waiting here for the game to begin, lineups are being announced. And at BMO Stadium, the Galaxy with a big chance to turn things around. Tonight, a win could really help them turn things around in their season. LAFC, well, most of their LAFC 2 players will love to pull a big cup set, if you want to name it like that. And if you name last win as a cup set due to the LAFC's unexperience, and we are underway. Dueñas in short to Gaines, and this Trafico edition is underway. It's chapter 19 of, 18 rich games that we've seen. Ordaz leaving it towards Buke. Buke on speed, trying to win it through the sideline. A great tackle there by Caligari. It's a throw-in. And the 32-52 full blast, they're not going to lose on the stance. LAFC with not their top squad players. They do not have Ilie, Vela, Buanga. You tell where's the priority. In a week to come, LAFC will be traveling to León to play Club León in the first leg of the CONCACAF Champions League final. Here's Ordaz taking it on the left-hand side. Ordaz stops by a little bit. Here's Stipe. Stipe in short. He plays it with Javen Romero. Romero, Daniel Crisostomo. In short back all the way to Dollemeyer. Or Dollemeyer. We'll figure it out. Center backs, really young teenagers. An LAFC 2 squad that just won the first game last Sunday. Foul and a Galaxy free kick. Well, we can talk about how things changed around for LAFC last season, losing to the Galaxy at Carson. Around this time, if we're trying to be specific, in 2 days was 1 year ago that the Galaxy beat LAFC in the US Open Cup. That game, Carlos Vela exited early in the game with an injury that he picked up. Of course, the atmosphere at BMO is amazing. You can never doubt that. Here's a long ball. They played last month. LAFC came out victorious for the first time in Carson. As here's Push. Push leaving it there. Push finding the space. Push cutting it back once. Trying to find the space. Here's a chance for the Galaxy to score. It's still alive inside the 18. A shot is blocked. Raheem Edwards gets it inside the 18. Playing it back. And now a far pass here out of reach for Caligari. His pass is blocked by Buke into a throw-in. Buke scored last game against San Jose 2 minutes into it. Mateus Bogish and Stipe Buke are being asked a lot for today to lead this young group of kids into a possibly famous win. As here's Dueñas. Dueñas trying to cut it back on one. Couldn't do so. Here comes the Galaxy trying to be fancy with the ball. Ricky Push. That's a clean challenge according to the referee. And here goes Opoku. Opoku cutting it once. And then making a nutmeg. Losing possession. But LAFC win it back. Here goes these young group of kids trying to get a famous win. Here's the pass to Bogish. Bogish out to Crisostomo. Crisostomo opening it wide. Here's Romero. Romero trying to clip one up. But it just goes straight to the hands of Jonathan Klinsmann. He was the goalkeeper at that game at Carson when LAFC picked up their first win last month. Carlos Vela scored twice. And Ryan Hollingshead as well. On his birthday, too. Here's a long ball. Looking for the one and only Chicharito. If it's him, no, it's an offside flag here. So LAFC to have possession in their own 18-yard box in this Tuesday night for the US Open Cup. It is magical. It's equivalent to the FA Cup. The US Open Cup has so many great stories there. Unprofessional teams who can actually make it to the final. I mean, Sacramento made it to the final. How big was that for not only the US Open Cup, but for Sacramento, confidence boost, although they couldn't get an MLS team. And here comes the Galaxy in transition. Ricky Push retaining the ball. Inside of the boot pass. As the Galaxy is trying to attack right now, letting these young LAFC players get a lot of possession. Push. On back. Aude. Cáceres on the ball. And short to Zavaleta. Finds Delgado. Now Raheem Edwards. Cutting inside. Edwards laying this one up front. Here's a through ball. Dollemeyer clears it out. Crisostomo opens it wide to Gaines. And Gaines just runs this one. Crosses midfield with it. And we'll see if he finds another teammate. He finds Opoku. Opoku did not see the run of Bogush. Was a good one. Here's Gaines. Eric Dueñas. Above the pressure. Lays it off to Crisostomo. Out to the left-hand side. Romero. Stipe Buke. Inside to Bogish. Bogish struggling a little bit. Plays it with Romero. Crisostomo. Back to Bogish. Bogish lays it off here for Buke. Buke on the left-hand side. Buke just to his right with Romero. Romero under pressure. Clips this one up. Dollemeyer Gets it off. Crisostomo clipping one up. Romero with his head. Plays it to Buke. Buke nice through ball. Here's Romero's cross cleared out. Only as far as Bogusz. Bogusz tries to shoot it. It is blocked. He's going to get a second attempt. Leaves it over to Romero. Romero will take it to the corner. Romero under pressure. He has one player with him on the left-hand side. Has Bogusz with him. Bogusz trying to play it inside to Duenas. It falls to Opoku. Crisostomo. That's a nice turn by Ordaz. And saved by Jonathan Klinsmann. LAFC attacking this Galaxy, experienced senior Galaxy team. Nearly gets a goal. Feeding off the crowd. That's what you can do as Opoku left it nice. Ordaz with a nice turn, leaving his opponent on the ground. Taking a hard shot just near post. Klinsmann was aware. Left-hand side, here goes the LAFC. Stipe Buke trying to turn. Trying to find space. Buke inside towards Opoku. Opoku leaves it out to Duenas. Duenas striking it. Is blocked by Chicharito. Galaxy on the counter. Duenas to protect. Here's Push. Push. Dolmeyer trying to get back. Chicharito clipping it back. Into Push. Push trying to play it through. And Dolmeyer with the interception gets a bad pass off though. Delgado gets it back. Delgado bad pass, nearly intercepted. Push on the ball. Push through ball is blocked. And here we go once again. LAFC on the attack with Opoku. Opening it wide. Here goes LAFC. Right-hand side, Ordaz. Ordaz trying to go inside. Here goes Ordaz. Playing it through. Stipe Buke gets blocked. Only as far as Opoku. And Galaxy cleared out. Push trying to keep this ball in play. He is able to do so. Push. Place it to Raheem Edwards. Middle of the field, Edwards. We'll try to cross midfield with it. Just retreats and plays it back to Memo Rodriguez. And now Caligari on the ball. Here goes Edwards. Goes all the way back. A dangerous pass, but Gaston Brugman is able to get it. Here's Ricky Push. For these experienced players to be playing and sharing the field with Push, a player who had played for Barcelona and just failed. I mean, you're playing against one of the top players in Push, which he's trying to regain that name. It was good, but, playing time, arguments with the coaches, got him out of Barcelona, found his way to Galaxy after LAFC made big signings. And that's a great pass. Caligari, right-hand side, sends a cross, cleared into the air. It's not fully clear, and Stipe Buke would just flick that one back with his head out into a throw-in near side. By the way, welcome to everyone to the premiere, as there's a stop here, but welcome to the premiere of now what we changed things around here on the channel, and it's now called C-Rod Sports. Welcome to the premiere of C-Rod Sports. Couldn't start this journey even better with an LAFC against Galaxy matchup. And we'll have big games coming up, including next Sunday, May 28th. My favorite team, Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara, will be playing Tigres on the Liga MX Clausura final. We'll have that. We'll be calling it here at C-Rod Sports. Just welcome to the premiere, and make sure to follow us on our social medias. We have a C-Rod Sports page, the LAFC C-Rod, only LAFC information, and of course the C-Rod Chivas, where Chivas information only. We're calling LAFC. Make sure to go follow that Instagram page. It's called LAFC_C-Rod. It's a new journey, new chapter towards my journey to become a sports broadcaster. And thank you to all who are following in this. We resume play. There was a foul in the middle of the field on Opoku. So LAFC plays it back. I like the first couple of minutes for LAFC. I know it's just Galaxy, trying to give them a boost of confidence and then just start attacking these young players. But, I think these experienced players on Bogusz, Opoku, and Stipe Buke are really giving this LAFC's 2 squad an alternative look, and a good one too. Brugman trying to exit, place it with Rodriguez. Memo out wide to Raheem Edwards. On coverage is Romero. Raheem on his left foot trying to scoop that one inside. Flag stays down. Here's Caligari. Caligari's crossing to the ground. It's not clear. Potentially he is pushed and blocked here by Jakupovic. It took a deflection, and here's another shot. It's pulled off wide. Well, it was an awkward save due to the clearance, and Jakupovic was able to block that with his knees. Just remember, this 38-year-old, if I'm not mistaken, veteran goalkeeper led this nearly the same group of guys into an extra time and then penalty shootout win at Monterey Bay. Just class by this man. Not frustrated. He is willing to teach these young men how to play. And that's something LAFC really need. The leadership that Jakupovic is bringing. And, of course, he had a big-time penalty kick in the 5th round. Burying that one in. And then saving on the 6th round to send LAFC here to BMO to be playing against the Galaxy in the round of 16. Good minutes from both teams right now. Galaxy, when they attack, they're obviously going to look dangerous. Here's Gaines playing it back. Jakupovic with his right foot sends a long ball over. Opoku trying to win in the air. Duenas actually hits that one. It's brought down by Brugman and played back in here to Zavaleta, who supports himself with Klinsmann. And Klinsmann clears that one out with his right foot. Romero trying to protect it. Raheem Edwards. He is a quick man. That ball goes out into an LAFC throw. And Raheem Edwards, a former LAFC player, was part of LAFC's worst ever season in 2021. They did not make the playoffs that year. Fell short. They needed to win against Colorado. Got completely destroyed. 5-2 in decision day. Bogusz. In short with Gaines. Back to Bogusz. Into the middle with Duenas. Trying to see the space. Duenas learning a lot from Ilie Sanchez. Crisostomo. Out wide to Romero, left-hand side. Romero supports himself with Crisostomo. Back into the middle with Duenas. Back to Crisostomo. And into the middle of the field with Dollemeyer. And now Rosales just plays it back to Jakupovic. And Jakupovic just trying to contain himself, plays it with Duenas, has the pressure incoming, opens it wide to Gaines on the right-hand side. Gaines crosses midfield with the ball, trying to find space. Opoku comes down and asks for it, has Duenas. Duenas, pocket picked by Ricky Puig. As he was trying to go forward, couldn't find anyone and retreats. But here goes the Galaxy. Here's a foul on Puig. 13 minutes of a lot of questions, especially for the Galaxy. But as I've been saying, it's just the strategy the Greg Vanny is showing right now. Just let these LAFC youngsters waste their gas, knowing it's a big game for them. But they have not been precise at all yet. Here's Ordaz nearly winning on the back of Cáceres. Here's Klinsmann with a little bit of pressure. But, LAFC, I'm really surprised with the start of this young squad. The LAFC 2 players. You've seen the progress they've made in the MLS Next Pro and, of course, against Monterey Bay. Opoku, a nice cutback on his defender. Opoku still trying to go in without any help, and he gets himself a free kick. Well, though, it's a really doubtful one, in my opinion. Referee gives the LAFC referee gives the free kick to LAFC. Mixed up with my words right there. We see Opoku. Yeah, now I see the replay. There's a foul. Julian Alde just putting out his leg. He made his debut against LAFC in that game at Carson, which LAFC took 3-2 to remain undefeated just before San Jose took that undefeated title away. Bogusz and Opoku standing over the ball. This one is just on the right side of the field, just midway through the 18-yard box. It's not far out. It could be a crucial one as well. Here's Opoku. He might try to strike this one. You can send a cross with a lot of pace. Any deflection could go in. We'll see what Opoku goes with. And he goes towards score, and it's just off wide. And straight into the 32-52, who are just chanting and having a blast here tonight. It's the U.S. Open Cup, the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Lamar Hunt, I'm as well a Chiefs fan. His legacy is completely extraordinary as the Galaxy are pushing really well. A great attacking opportunity here. A cutback all day. Finds it in short. Here's Chicharito on the turn, trying to find Raheem Edwards. Raheem Edwards on his left foot, trying to strike this one. Chicharito, he trying to volley that one, and it's just blocked. Alde gets it back. Opoku to defend. And Opoku takes it away from Julian Alde, who is shaken up. And Opoku now clipping one up to Ordaz. Ordaz with a man on him is Zavaleta. Ordaz trying to scoop in one between for Bogusz. Wasn't able to do so. Here's Push. Out to Alde. Chicharito in offside position. Alde is forced to play in short with Brookman. Marky Delgado. Here's Raheem. Alde. Caligari. Zavaleta now Cáceres. He missed the game against LAFC in April due to a red card. He picked up the game before at Houston. Push trying to clip this one forward, and it's just going to slowly roll. Not going to go out of play. Rosales plays it with his other center back, Dollenmeyer. Back to Rosales. Now in short. Here comes LAFC with Crisostomo. Dollenmeyer on the ball. Makes a nice move. Finds Bogusz. Bogusz running it. A man from behind. Pocket pick. Stipe Biuk gets the possession back. Raheem Edwards wins it back for the Galaxy. Here's Caligari. Turns it over in a danger spot. Here's Crisostomo under pressure. And his shot is just a slow roller towards the hands of Jonathan Klinsmann. A really, really self-inflicting moment there from Caligari. Just a desperate pass. Crisostomo just couldn't strike it well. Here's Raheem Edwards on the other side. Edwards trying to scoop this one. Here's a shot from long range, blocked by Dollenmeyer. Jakupovic was going to his side, and now here comes Opoku. Alde keeps it out in play. Push, that's a nice move. Ricky Push, what a save by Jakupovic. It wasn't an easy save, though he says it's a goal kick. It was a great shot by Push. It comes off Opoku trying to get fancy with it. Push, a nice flick to himself. Just strikes it inside of the boot and just tips that one out with his fingertips. Galaxy a corner kick. Set piece could be really key for the Galaxy here tonight. Monterey Bay found many of their chances on set pieces. Here's the cross. Jakupovic punches it out. Not as far, though. The other header just goes out wide into a goal kick. Jakupovic just telling the referee he felt a little contact. The referee for today, if it is available, I cannot see who it is, so have to check at halftime. Entering the 20 minutes of play. Wow, that is crazy now. What I'm learning from Instagram, close friend lives only. Here they go once again, trying to push forward the Galaxy. Here's a throw-in for them. All the way back. They played in short. Here's Klinsmann. Klinsmann under a lot of pressure. Gives it over towards Biuk. Biuk, his shot is blocked. Oh, man, that was a chance for LAFC, and they just squander it. Oh man. Oh man. That was, if you asked for an even better mistake from the Galaxy than Klinsmann turning it over. Oh man, it was just a photocopy too, because Jonathan Bond turned it over against DC United last weekend. Here the pressure from Ordaz forces a turnover. Buke takes a hard touch, and whenever he tries to strike it, the defender, if I'm not mistaken, Zavaleta just came out of nowhere and blocked it. And that was a chance for LAFC 21 minutes into the derby. Ah, it's the best moment for LAFC. Edwards turns it over. Here's a throw-in for the Los Angeles Football Club. Romero, a long attempt. It's knocked out by Caligari. And here we go again. Crisostomo trying to scoop it towards Buke. Buke is down. Eric Dueñas on the middle. Referee just keeps the game going. Here's Opoku. First time LAFC and the Galaxy meet here at BMO since the night that LAFC knocked out the Galaxy out of the MLS Cup playoffs in their quest to their first ever title. And for Galaxy, it has stung a lot that, you know, they're doing bad and the crosstown rivals are the current champions and they're still the best team in MLS and are playing in a CONCACAF Champions League final. Here's Buke trying to win against Caligari. Buke keeps it in play on the byline. Has Romero. Romero inshore with Crisostomo. Into the middle with Bogusz. Bogusz into Dollenmeyer. Dollenmeyer towards Bogusz. Here's Rosales. Rosales under pressure has Gaines. Gaines trying to play it forward towards Opoku. Opoku on the turn. Opoku trying to find a pocket of space. Here's Bogusz back in Opoku trying to play it through for Ordaz, and it's a great defensive stop for the Galaxy. Here goes Raheem Edwards. Under pressure, loses it. Here's Crisostomo. Crisostomo blocked. It still falls inside for Ordaz. Now Opoku! His shot saved by Klinsmann. LAFC just keeps on pushing. And they go again. Here's Push. Push trying to lead the Galaxy out of the midfield. That's a nice challenge. Here goes Ordaz. Ordaz through. Opoku, not a great touch. Oh, it was a great through ball from Ordaz. Opoku just couldn't control it. Here's Buke. Pressure from Raheem Edwards behind. Here's Romero. Dueñas on the middle. Back to Crisostomo. Now forward to Romero. Romero. And the attack just stops there. Here's Crisostomo. Bogusz. Romero. Cuts it back on Edwards. Romero with the space. Finds Bogusz. Bogusz towards Dueñas. Dueñas. Trying to play it through. Here goes Gaines. Into the through ball behind. And just couldn't find a LAFC player. LAFC playing well. Here goes Push. Trying to play it to the far side. Running with him. This is Memo Rodriguez. Rodriguez into Push. Push with space. Push to Chicharito. Hard touch. Just a clearance from LAFC. And Gaines gets that one far out. And they just stop. And a foul called, if I'm not mistaken. All right. This is Ricky Push. I think he got called on a foul. He doesn't seem happy right now. A lot of, pressure right now from this Galaxy team because they're not playing well here. So Opoku again couldn't get a good touch off the Stipe Buke header. But I mean, this LAFC 2 alternative team really feeding off the 32-52. And forcing multiple turnovers from this experienced Galaxy team who are trying to make a push, but don't take anything for granted. One good push on the Galaxy end They could probably score. Here they go. Raheem Edwards trying to find space. Goes towards Caligari. Now into Ricky. Ricky push. Back to Caligari. Edwards on the run. Right-hand side Edwards. Back to Caligari. Markey. Brugman. And short Memo. Memo out wide. Here's Edwards, and his pass is not a great one. Just couldn't connect on the same page. LAFC clears this one out. Klinsmann on the ball. Galaxy back in their own half. 26 minutes. Just kind of stops the momentum LAFC had. And short back they go. This is Zavaleta. And after an epic matchup where the New York Red Bulls were able to equalize it in the last minute, FC Cincinnati came out victorious in penalties. Nearly a turnover here. Now it becomes a turnover. And Romero nearly with the foul. Here's a pass towards Chicharito. Chicharito sees Marky Delgado. Chicharito will take a cross and gains. Chests that one off. Under pressure is Dueñas, and now fouled. Eric Dueñas talked about being on the 32-52. You know, his younger years were both 18, and Dueñas is still down. Just shaking up. But, you know, LAFC, when they inaugurated their season was in 2018. I was in 7th grade, entering 8th grade, you know, 14, 15 years old at the time. Made his debut in 2020 in the COVID year. And now he's becoming a really important piece for LAFC. Steve Cherundolo giving him a lot of trust. Was in the middle of the field for LAFC against San Jose. For him to now just look at the 32-52 and realize that he's playing on the pitch and the fans are just staring at him like he used to do at a young age, it's a really good thing for him. The black and gold blood runs through him. Here's Raheem Edwards. Another bad pass from Raheem Edwards, who arguably had a good game against LAFC in April. Oh, bad giveaway here. Caligari towards Buke. Under pressure. Oh, and the referee calls a foul and a yellow card to Caligari. And what appeared to be a clean challenge from me, because he did end up running away with the ball after turning it over. But he might have just called it for him before, because he was pushing Buke, holding on to him. Let's see. Is it a foul? I mean, he does kind of sticks out his leg, and yeah, it is a foul. After replay. It's always nice getting to see replays. LAFC, this could be their big chance again in the game. They've controlled most of it. Bogusz, Buke, and Opoku just standing over it. All right, then. Opoku is the one lining up, as well as Bogusz. Opoku with the left, Bogusz with the right. It is Bogusz, and he goes, and it's saved by Klinsmann. He picked Klinsmann's near post and forced a save out of him. There was a lot of pace. And the Galaxy just moving now. Slow in attack. Cáceres on the ball. Nearing the 30 minutes of play here in the first half of the round of 16 in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. You know, he was really involved in the movement for the World Cup and the MLS, especially getting FC Dallas, owning them. You know, Kansas man had a time owning the Wizards as well, but ended up ending as the owner of FC Dallas. If you watch the club profile for Dallas, you would hear more of the story of Lamar Hunt and soccer and how it progressed thanks to him in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, and gave him that title. Bogusz, here's Opoku on the ball. Opoku trying to run. Here's Opoku, good moves. Opoku still gets a corner kick. Has that title, Lamar Hunt, and as well in the AFC Lamar Hunt Trophy, which his Chiefs are the reigning AFC champions and Super Bowl champions too. Now this man, great person. Without him, what would MLS be? Here's a cross into the middle, cleared out by the Galaxy. Dueñas trying to be the first one to get to the ball. He is. Clips it forward towards Stipe. Buke gets the ball taken away. Caligari just not a, well, clears it out into a throw-in. Not the best clearance, though. Romero with a throw-in. Played in short with Buke. Romero. Oh, Romero just gives it back to Push. Push trying to find Chicharito. Here goes Chicharito inside the 18, and Jakupovic saves. And the referee just says goal kick. Jakupovic helps Chicharito up. It was a good pass by Ricky Push towards the man he wanted. Chicharito scored a goal in last year's U.S. Open Cup round of 16 against LAFC, and just takes a hard touch. Let's see. Here's Chicharito. Jakupovic came out. The tackle from Jakupovic. You know, it could have been a penalty. Is there VAR in this? If not, we play as it goes. Well, LAFC gets lucky. But there's the thing I told you guys. One good chance from Galaxy, and they can bury it. Here's a pass towards Push. Push. Brings it down. Has Gaines and Rosales. Oh, that's a nice scoop. And Dueñas, that's a penalty. Dueñas on a bad challenge. And a penalty for the Galaxy. Brugman was the man tackled. And Dueñas, man, that kills momentum for LAFC, who have been playing outstanding, and just one chance can ruin it. And yeah, Dueñas just did not see him. And well, unfortunately for the homegrown player, and a penalty for the Galaxy incoming. A big chance for a team that's been really lost all game long to take the lead. Ricky Push is holding the ball. He wants the penalty. He's talking to Brugman. But here's Push to take the penalty for the Galaxy. All right, man. We'll see what happens. Jakupovic saved 2 penalties, and the round of 32 to send LAFC here faces a penalty against Ricky Push. Galaxy a chance to get ahead. Here's Push. Ricky Push. It's saved by Jakupovic. It's a 4-2. Raheem Edwards. Raheem Edwards still on the ball. Edwards. And here's Bogus trying to get it back. Incredible! Jakupovic saved the penalty. Denies Ricky Push. The legend of Jakupovic continues for LAFC. Dueñas on the penalty. Push trying to fool Jakupovic, but Jakupovic was not fooled. He saves the penalty and keeps things at 0. Momentum booster here for LAFC. Jakupovic goes long, looking for Buke. Wow. Couldn't ask for a more clutch save in the most important moment. Chicharito is fouled here by Dolomire. And Crisostomo with probably a punch or something here. They're kind of getting heated right here on the sideline. Man down is Memo Rodriguez. A yellow card shown to Crisostomo. Just a stupid foul there from Crisostomo, whatever he did. Crisostomo with a yellow. Let's see what, we lost the image, but Danny Crisostomo gets a yellow. And the 32-52 with a sweet message to the Galaxy. And They're just pushing each other. You know, it's part of a derby, and gets his hand on the face of Memo, and Memo sells it. Well, Galaxy, Caligari, well played. 36 minutes. And play back. Here's Brugman. He was the man fouled. Galaxy just feeding off their last push, knowing that they can do well. That's a handball by Memo Rodriguez, who just tells the referee it was with his head. Wow. So as of right now, it's still 0-0 with a really experienced Galaxy team. Just got to be proud right now for these young players for what they're doing. Jakupovic sends a long ball. Buke able to hit it with his head. Under pressure. A bad turnover again by the Galaxy. Here's Bogusz. Bogusz under pressure and gets a foul. He draws it. He's smart with it. Marky Delgado not happy. Dollemeyer on it. Some point this Galaxy team's going to start pushing forward. Jakupovic on the ball. He sends a long one. Headed away by Caligari. A lot of passes here. Middle of the field. Dollemeyer turns it over. Raheem Edwards. Back to Push. Push running it well. Push with a lot of space. He's actually going to take a shot. It's just a knuckleball straight to the hands of the man of the day as of right now, Jakupovic. Here's Push. Professional. World class. Not the best shot he would have wanted. Here's a clip. Gaines brings that one down with his chest. And Gaines plays it in between. Here's Nathan Ordaz. Ordaz, really impressive young man. I really like his game, the way he plays. Bogusz, back to Gaines. Gets away from Push. Gets away from a second. Plays it through towards Opoku. Opoku trying to get it into his left foot. Opoku cutting it back twice. Sending it in between. It's still alive. And here's a corner kick for LAFC. Opoku always with a big smile. Gotta love that man. Bogusz to take the corner. 38 minutes. Still tied at no goals here at BMO Stadium. LAFC playing a really good game. This LAFC 2 squad with a few experienced players from the first team just playing fantastic. Bogusz with the cross. Not a good one. Duenas gets it back for them. Out wide to Bogusz one more time. Bogusz fakes the cross. Plays it back. Stipe. Back to Gaines. Romero has to get rid of it quickly. Here's Gaines. Gaines under a lot of pressure and gets stripped. There's 3 LAFC players down right now. Romero, Gaines, and Stipe Buke. Or is it? Oh, who is down? I'm trying to see who it is. We're not getting a clear image on who is the other player down. And it's the defender, Dollemeyer, who is limping. Not sure from what it was, but there was 3 LAFC players just down on the ground. Appears to be well and plays it in short to Crisostomo. Under pressure. And nearly gets fouled. And yeah, there's a foul. A yellow card to Memo Rodriguez. Both of them, Crisostomo and Memo, have bad blood right now. Crisostomo just kept his cool this time, but Rodriguez just was wanting to get him back. It's just stupid fouls that you don't want to be making. Crisostomo just laughs at him. That's a good picture to keep as an LAFC fan, you know. All the way back it goes to Eldin Jakupovic. Long ball looking for Stipe. Brings it down. Stipe playing a decent game right now. Finds Dueñas with the turn. And short to Crisostomo in the middle of the field. Opens it out wide to the left-hand side towards Opoku. Opoku to the middle to Ordaz. Ordaz out to the man Romero. Now Crisostomo. Back to Ordaz. Now in short to Crisostomo, who tried to scoop one in and just couldn't find the man. Well, Eldin Jakupovic. A long goal, ball he's trying to send. Excuse me, I said Jakupovic. This is Klinsmann. Crisostomo with the head. Plays it in short to Brugman. Here's Raheem Edwards. Turns it over. Here goes Opoku with the speed. Opoku with support. Has Bogusz running with him. Opoku now to Bogusz. Just a long ball, and Bogusz keeps it in play. Bogusz. It's those passes that kill LAFC right now. Eric Dueñas. And short Crisostomo. Lets it go to Romero. Dueñas. Getting away from the pressure. Finds Ordaz. Nice through ball towards Opoku. And his shot just rolls out wide. It was a good attempt. And here we go. Again, played in short. This is the man, Martin Cáceres. Is he related with the Cáceres from America? Just wondering. I think he is. Push. Nice through ball to Memo. Rodriguez trying to find Chicharito, who just couldn't get his foot on the ball, and he's just disappointed at himself. We're trying to blame the assistant referee. Jakupovic just tells him to play. He plays in short to Crisostomo. Now Eric Dueñas. Gains. Trying to find any run. Couldn't do so. He goes back to Rosales. And Rosales back to Jakupovic. LAFC in their own half. And Jakupovic inside his own 18-yard box with the ball. Just observes up front. Takes a small touch of the ball. And now sends a Hail Mary. Headed away by Zavaleta. Crisostomo. Romero. And short, Crisostomo finds Bogusz. Bogusz clipping it up for Buke. Buke trying to play it through for Opoku. And this one's going to fall towards Opoku. Oh, my word. What a great save by Klinsmann. Well, he was offside as well, but here's the play. Buke tried to play it in the lines for Opoku. It was just knocked out as far as Bogusz, who took a shot. It was saved by Klinsmann. Opoku just in an offside position, trying to head it, but Klinsmann saved it again. Incredible effort by Jonathan Klinsmann, the son of Jurgen Klinsmann. Memo turns it over. Crisostomo, a little sombrerito looking for Buke. That's a foul from Buke. And then he plays already. Caligari in short to Cáceres. Martin to Zavaleta. Marky Delgado. To push. Ricky. Clipping another one. Finding Memo Rodriguez. Rodriguez cutting it back. Rodriguez on the left foot. His shot saved by Eldin Jakupovic. Not a strong shot. It was just a weak one. And just nearing 45 minutes. We haven't lost much time. Just a penalty. Just a minute of stoppage time given here. And it's just one. It's 0-0. Here's LAFC trying to make a one last push. Here's Opoku. Opoku running with a lot of speed. Finds Stipe. Buke. Oh, trying to cut it back on Caligari. Just lost it. Caligari leaves it to Memo. Memo Not a great pass. Dollemeyer has it. Jakupovic instructing him on what to do. Here's the turn from Dollemeyer and plays over Rosales. Rosales sends short to Crisostomo. Crisostomo, LAFC still in their own half. Finds Dueñas under the pressure, plays it back to Dollemeyer. LAFC might just let these seconds go by in their own half and go to halftime. Chicharito, a small knock on Dollemeyer. Here's a long ball. And looking is Ordaz. Ordaz fighting for it, and the referee just awaiting. And I think it's just the first half. So that's the end of the first 45 minutes. A young, unexperienced LAFC 2 squad playing their second top-tier game. But this one, a bigger one, at El Tráfico at BMO Stadium. They are tying at no goals against a high experience but yet struggling Galaxy side. Jakupovic denied Ricky Push from the spot, and that is the big highlight of tonight. As LAFC and the Galaxy go scoreless, it is 0-0 at halftime, just like it was a year ago. We'll return for the second half. We are back for the second half as it just began since LAFC and the Galaxy once again facing each other. Tyler Voigt enters for Julian Alde. Tyler Voigt scored a wonder goal last time up against LAFC, and we'll see if LAFC's young players can keep up the good work and possibly get a win against their crosstown rivals, the Galaxy. Ricky Push under a lot of pressure. Plays all the way back. Gets away from 2. Now 3. Finds a pass towards Marky Delgado, and it's not a great one. Romero first to react to it. Clears that one out just as far as Delgado. And Void just fighting to be with the ball. It's knocked off, and here's Memo. Brugman out towards Push. Chicharito did not read his run, and it's cleared out. Not far, though. Here's a chance. A cross into the middle gains. Just hits that one out. And a Poku out into a throw-in. "46 minutes. Push. Inside to Brugman. His pass blocked. Finds Delgado. Eric Dueñas clears it off. Gets the spikes of the opponent, and a foul is called, if I'm not mistaken. And Cáceres just gives it back. Late foul, late whistle there, as Dueñas is trying to get up. Eldin Jakupovic will take this. Dueñas, right now, the lucky man. He caused the penalty, and for his best luck, Jakupovic denied Push. Caligari clears that one out into a throw, and Galaxy has it. Excuse me, LAFC. At BMO. They're playing good right now, this LAFC young squad. Bogusz asking for the ball. He gets it. Brings it down with his chest. Here's Romero turning it over as LAFC, but they get it back. Nearly get it back. Ordaz fighting. Now Brugman lost it to Bogusz, and here's Opoku laying it off. Here's Bogusz, and it's wide. Oh, man. How close is LAFC going to get? Oh. Just the pressure there from these 3 top players. Opoku, a flick back to Bogusz, and it's a perfect shot and just wide. Here's Opoku, playing it back, and falls in there, and they miss another opportunity in front of goal. It was Stipeviuk. Galaxy are just, really lucky right now. Though the luck is not there most of the time. Here's Edwards. Out to Rodriguez. Memo. And short to Push. Push. Opening it. Oh, constructing traffic well. Here's a chance for the Galaxy. A shot and a goal. What a goal. And they finally get on the board. And they needed that one. Really needed it. And I told you guys, just the one simple chance the Galaxy get, they're going to score, and they do so. It's 1-0 for the team that plays in Carson, California. Tyler Voigt scored a wonder goal against LAFC. He does it again. 49th minute when LAFC was attacking. It's a great goal by Void. I mean, so much pace and a perfect shot as they're trying to knock out LAFC out of the U.S. Open Cup. LAFC's 2 squad did trail at Monterey Bay before making a big goal in the 5 minutes later. Oh, Dollenmeyer turns it over. Galaxy now with possession. Here's a cross. Well, it's blocked. It's still kept alive. Brugman finds Push. Ricky push, turning. It's still, ooh. Well, Ricky push sets it straight to the 32-52. Here's Eldin Jakupovic to take the goal kick. 50 minutes. Galaxy ahead. It's kind of expected at some point. But I mean, you can't say LAFC could tie this game. Turn things around here. So foul from Opoku. Free kick for the Galaxy in their own half. It kind of stinks, you know, because this LAFC team was playing so well. This is one chance. And all the chances they've missed, too. Either way, you're just really proud of how good these youngsters are playing. And not put their heads down yet. I mean, there's a lot of game to be played. Ricky push. This is a good push for the Galaxy one more time. Ricky. Still Ricky push. An impressive effort. And it's a goal for Ricky push. Takes off his jersey. Shows it to the 32-52. You know, celebrating against the B squad is quite embarrassing, but Ricky push has a fantastic goal. Makes it 2 for the Galaxy. He finally gets something going here for the Galaxy. It's a great goal, man. Just the space and gains. And Rosales couldn't stop him. Jakupovic did his best. It's a great goal by Ricky push as they're looking to knock out. Just like it happened a year ago, they were running away with the game. And what a start for the second half here for the Galaxy. You know, they did say LAFC were favorites. They're just trying to prove to them what priorities are for LAFC in a CONCACAF Champions League final. But LAFC, you know, it was kind of how are they going to keep this momentum going? They played a great first half, just couldn't sink in their chances. Now they're trailing 2-0. How do you react to going down 2-0? How do you just pick up the game? And you know, you don't have your best players on the pitch. That's why it's a celebration. Push is celebrating against the LAFC 2 squad. So Opoku fighting everything off. Here goes the Galaxy. Really inspired Ricky Push. Playing it through to Chicharito. Back to Push. They're really destroying the LAFC defense. Push clipping one up. Looking for Chicharito. Gaines clears it out. Here's Eric Dueñas. Chicharito chasing him. Dueñas gets it off. Chicharito took a sprint and now is gassed. Crisostomo. And the start for LAFC was great in the second half. And right now, just going down. You know, it's now you see the expectations, the low expectations LAFC fans had on this LAFC lineup that Steve Cherundolo gave out. And he knows it. He knew it was going to be a tough match. Galaxy putting up their big name players. As we hit 55. But this Galaxy, I mean, this win, what could it happen? What could it do to the Galaxy? By the way, Ricky Push is booked due to him taking off his jersey. And you look back to the chances LAFC had. I mean, Stipe Buke had 2 chances in front of goal with no goalkeeper and completely squandered them, you know. But, I mean, LAFC right now just trying to finish the game strong, you know. If you pull off a miracle, 3 goals in the second half against your crosstown rivals, LAFC 2 squad, it's great. You know, Gaines is running the ball well right now, finds Bogusz. And those are the little things. I mean, if you're now the senior players, Bogusz, Stipe, or Poku. You cannot be messing up like that. And Dueñas knocks down Push, and Dueñas will go on the book. Yellow card to Eric Dueñas. And a free kick here for the Galaxy. Let's see how Twitter reacts, because I know Galaxy fans saw LAFC's lineup. They said, if we don't win this, when are we going to win? Let's check. Let's see how the Galaxy fans celebrate these. Wow. And I'm telling you right now, they're satisfied right now. There is some happiness. But man, just looking at the Twitter as the game resumes, these Galaxy fans are even clowning their team. I mean, they're happy they're beating LAFC. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, they're really pointing out the first 45 minutes and the celebration Ricky Push had against this LAFC B squad. Man, that is insane. The negative reactions from Galaxy fans. And I would too if my team was slumping and we put Vela Buang against Galaxy's 2 team. Dueñas on a yellow card, still fighting hard against Memo. But put respect right now on these young players, how well of a game they're still playing, aside being down 2 goals. Just one good goal. Void was a great goal, and Ricky Push, just defensive mistakes. Push still running it. Push now kind of synced into the game. Here's a chance for the Galaxy to make it 3, and it's off wide. Goal kick. If it was against Vela Buang, then yeah, you celebrate this. Taking off your jersey. But I think Ricky Push celebration is really clownish, jerkish. And come on. You're playing the academy team and you take off your shirt. It's just it just remarks the embarrassment the Galaxy have been going through the past few seasons since LAFC joined. Here's Edwards, stopped by Bogusz, foul. Unclear if there was a yellow, but I believe there was not. The 31st is next Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. LAFC takes on Club Leon. Oh, well, Galaxy turn it over. Here's Nathan Ordaz. Ordaz puts it through a Poku, and a good defensive there by Martin Cáceres. Plays it in short to Raheem Edwards. Poked away by Bogusz. Throw in for the Galaxy. Next Thursday, yeah, it's or Wednesday. Still trying to see. But they play Club Leon. They're playing Leon. And they don't play this weekend. So they have this 8-day break, especially because the Leon have not played since last month after being knocked out by San Luis in Liga MX. Here's Ordaz. Ordaz back to Opoku. This ball's just going to go as far as Buke. Buke lets it fly. It's blocked. It goes towards Bogusz. Bogusz on the ball. Need to see more from him. Trying to cut it back and lost it. Here goes Push. He will lead everything. Here's Push and Dollemeyer, a strong tackle. He was not going to let Push fool them again. Jakupovic staying up and teaching these young players. Doing a great job. Here's Ordaz. Ordaz, his pass, able to get towards Opoku. Opoku under 2 Galaxy players. Lost it as he was trying to turn. Galaxy on the ball once again. LAFC now adjusting to the game, to the second half. They did really well at the beginning. Chicharito, the dangerous pass, gets to Zavaleta. And he has to Zavaleta. Here's Cáceres on the ball. And all the way back towards Klinsmann. Klinsmann goes long. Chicharito couldn't win it in the air. Gaines got to the first header, but an offside flag does go up on Chicharito. You know, that Chicharito exits. Joveljic will enter. There's a substitution for LAFC too. I'll get to my thought after. And Zavaleta exits. And the man entering is Chris Mavinga. 4 substitutions for LAFC. You know, in other games against the Galaxy, goals like that and trailing hurts. Right now, it's just like it's the academy team, and the way they're battling, yeah, you kind of expect that we're going to lose. Buke is going to exit. But you see just the bright side of things and be like, man, these guys are playing well. We'll confirm LAFC substitutions right now. Buke exits. Romero exits. Opoku will exit. You know, now all the senior players will exit, knowing in 8 days they travel to Leon. They play the first leg at a tough environment, but they receive Leon here at BMO. So LAFC now in just academy players to finish off the game. Respect due here, man. These players have done a great job. I'm proud of them. Though they're trailing. You know, last year's US Open Cup hurts, but this one's just different. You know, you're going to lose to the Galaxy. Goals on the record, you got knocked out. Just check. You compare. Seattle, the same thing. Seattle got knocked out by the Galaxy. You compare. Seattle played academy players. Galaxy played the full squad. Right now, Galaxy are in heavy need of trophies, and the U.S. Open Cup is the best way to regain that, you know, that status the Galaxy once had as LAFC's pushing forward. Throw in for the Galaxy. As the Galaxy still trying to exit the pressure. Here's Raheem Edwards. Mavinga in short to Cáceres. Avila enter for Romero. Here's a long ball. Dallenmeyer and Joveljic. That's a long run. And Dallenmeyer just clears that one out. Mateus Maya enters for Bogosh. LAFC to defend a set piece. The 32-52 just keep on chanting. They'll never leave the backs of LAFC. And they know the priorities. They've seen what priorities are for LAFC. Here's a throw-in. And that's a free kick. You know, when Opoku exit, Jaime enter, Torres enters for Buke. You know, when the Galaxy and LAFC game came out a few weeks ago, fans from all over MLS, including LAFC and Galaxy fans, were just upset, not realizing that this was like as well the last 2 teams from the West. So it was like, seriously, they really want another LAFC Galaxy on the Open Cup? You know, it's ratings. And at some point, both teams or both fan bases knew who was going to play who and who. And, you know, they knew that LAFC was playing their academy players. Right now, it's give them experience. Here's a long ball looping in for Joveljic. That's a corner kick. Dallenmeyer and Jakupovic just collided, and Jakubovic will get up as well as Delmeyer. And that collision between those two big players. You can't say that Jovic is the one that collides. I mean, both players collide with Jakubovic. He took on two. Here's a corner kick. See, it's going to be taken for the Galaxy. Who knows what this win could really mean to them? It's still knocking out LAFC, but it's the academy team, so you really don't know where it's going to help the Galaxy in the run again, you know, just the LAFC is first on the West, Galaxy last, still struggling team. You saw the struggles in the first half, how they still couldn't get past LAFC. Second half was just a great start to them. They started attacking well, just a few chances they knocked in, but they still not in great shape. They could help the Galaxy in some sorts. Putting ear pressure was Maya. As the Galaxy, just with the possession, Mavinga scooped in for Jovic. Jovic running through it, and Rosales knocks that one out of his foot. Under pressure is Rosales. And knocks that one out of play. Had enough time to clear, decided not to. Steve Cherundolo's talking to him. For these young players, being coached by as Kelvin Leardom enters for Raheem Edwards, you know, being coached right now by the coach that took LAFC to a first ever MLS Cup championship, the experience they're gaining right now, that's good. I mean, the future is still right. And how well they've played against this Galaxy's top squad, their senior team, like midweek game. It just kind of seeing on Twitter, you know, commenting, it takes a weight off LAFC knowing they don't have another tournament to play. And just like these weeks have been so packed, and, you know, they don't have to worry about the US Open Cup when the Leagues Cup enters. It's just a lot of things, a lot of factors in here. And, you know, the priorities where they are for Steve Cherundolo. He tried to not make it obvious. It's just obvious when you line up players like this. Here's the Galaxy again. Here's a cross looking for Jovic. It's not going to get to him. Push recycles the play. Push. Fine touch. And it's just a header that goes out into a corner kick. Jakubovic couldn't keep it in play. Let's see. That was a header. Jakubovic. Yeah, it just goes out of play. Corner kick for the Galaxy entering 69 minutes. Here's a cross, an outswinger, gets to no one. Galaxy recycle it though. They have these academy players on their backs. Push turning, keeps it in play. A great job. Leardom in short. Cáceres all the way back to Klinsmann. Key saves in the game today against LAFC. Nice flicks in here, and that's a foul. Rosales tackles the player. And just a free kick. Marky Delgado was the man fouled. Will hit different. Times to come, especially July 4th. Many people can't wait for that Rose Bowl match. I would get tickets, I'm actually considering on getting tickets for that game at the Rose Bowl. This big rivalry, LAFC, Galaxy. Here's Gaines in short. Has Rosales. Switches it, places it to the far side with Avila. Avila on the ball. Dueñas. All the way back. Dollemeyer. In short to Dueñas. Dueñas trying to play a through ball. Just not going to find anyone but the hands of Klinsmann. 71 minutes, 19 to go. And the 19th edition of El Tráfico. Perhaps you could say the not lopsided, but the weirdest one yet in the history here on the alignment of both teams. It's kind of disrespectful too for LAFC to even line up academy players against the top tier players from the Galaxy. I mean, Steve could have, but didn't want to risk anything. In 8 days, they do play Leon before hosting them at VMO. Dollemeyer, and the experience these young players are getting is really good. They finally picked up their first win in history. And now they're here playing against crosstown rivals Galaxy. Here's Nathan Ordaz. Ordaz stops, opens it. Avila has it. Avila back to Ordaz. Ordaz, Crisostomo, leaves it to Gaines. Oh, this is Crisostomo. Crisostomo under the pressure. Maya back to Crisostomo. Spotted a run. Didn't give it to him. Here goes Gaines on a hard knock here. Caligari on the foul. Here's a free kick for LAFC. Here's a foul. Caligari just sticking his foot in the way of Gaines. Julian Gaines was out for a long time last season due to a pelvis injury. And I'm liking his game style. He plays really well. Here's Danny Crisostomo. He's going to put an in-swinger into the 18-yard box. Galaxy clears. LAFC recycles. Headed away by Leardom. And cleared out by the Galaxy. Short passes. Here's Gaines. Has Danny Crisostomo. Middle of the field. He conducts the ball. Plays in short. Crisostomo. Not a great pass, man. Danny has had a decent game. If not the best player on the field for LAFC as of right now. Eric Dueñas a 6.2 rating on Sofa Score. Dollemeyer heads that one down. A lot of pressure incoming. Here goes the Galaxy. A scooped in ball looking for Jobulic, who just lets it go. Here's Gaines and Jobulic then fouls Gaines. See social media, how they are reacting still to the game. And, and the look here is LAFC is going to lose at home to the Galaxy. Both teams have lost at home to their crosstown rivals this year. Different situations, of course, but LAFC faced at Carson, nearly this team. And now, the LA Academy team. It's quite funny, though. Here's a ball bouncing straight into the arms of Klinsmann. The man chasing was Christian Torres. Another one of those players who make their debuts in 2020 against Seattle Sounders, when the game they had lost, and push. Oh man, that's a hard foul by Gaines and a yellow card shown. Hits push well. And push just in pain. Took a hard knock there from Gaines. Here's the replay, and stuck this knee and everything. They collided. I mean, it seemed like Gaines had no intention, but man, he just got pushed really hard. And push is still in pain. I mean, it's never funny when a player gets injured. I mean, these academy players just telling him, I mean, you wanna be celebrating like a clown against us, not even being able to do that against the senior team. He'll take this hard hit. Push gets up and limp. The LAFC 2 players did get around with Jakupovic. They talked, they have a lot of faith in themselves. And oh boy, do I have faith on them? Of course I do. I feel like they can pull something really impressive. Could they though? They have like 13 minutes, enough to score 2 goals, perhaps even 3. Here's Push. Just lost the ball. Rare occasion, you see that. Here's the ball clipped up. Nathan Ordaz on it. Ordaz. Under some pressure, plays it back to Dueñas. Dueñas playing full 90 today. Dollemeyer. Here's a long ball looking for Ordaz. Ordaz sends a cross, a weak one though. Cleared off by Mavinga. Push. Just a high flick. That's a handball. LAFC lose it. And here goes the Galaxy and attacking now Ricky Push. Clipping this one up for Markey. Delgado opens it wide. Caligari. Back to Markey Delgado. Kelvin Leardom. Cáceres all the way back. They go to the man, Jonathan Klinsmann. Allowed 3 goals last time up against LAFC. Different situation today. Here, near turnover from the Galaxy that could have been disaster with these academy players. Jovic trying to juggle away. LAFC still trying to fight for the ball. A foul called against a Galaxy player. Here's LAFC trying to play it quick. Substitution will be made, and the man exiting the game is Gaston Brugman, and entering is number 37, Aguirre. That's a substitution here. 79 minutes. The Galaxy leading by 2 goals against the LAFC Academy team. Shaky moments at the beginning of the game for the Galaxy. They were together. Apparently a substitution here from LAFC. Gaines exit and Suba came in. This LAFC 2 team in a few days to come. Not a few days, in a few weeks. They do hit the Galaxy. They play them at Fullerton, where LAFC plays their home matches. The LAFC 2 team. The Fullerton College. Cal State Fullerton, home of the Titans. Or the Elephant Titans, something like that. 80 minutes. LAFC just small touches. Here's Eric Dueñas nearly losing it. The difference on some players. Dueñas has the name on the back of his jersey. Suva back to Dueñas. Dueñas dancing around. Lost possession. He is on a yellow. And Vanny just asks his team to slow things down, you know. Are they going to be proud of the win? Of course, the Galaxy is going to be proud of the win. As the white smoke coming from the Galaxy side of the stadium. No, last time up, LAFC took over Galaxy Stadium. They did not play the first time. It would have been the third time already they played, but no, it's just the second time they've played this year. The 18th, or the was supposed to be 18th edition, was supposed to be at the Rose Bowl, but it could be the 20th. Who knows? July 4th at the Rose Bowl when the Galaxy and LAFC play again. Galaxy is indeed the home team in that game, but well, LAFC is going to make themselves heard. No doubt about that. 81 minutes. Nearing the end of this match, which you look at both sides, and I'm an LAFC fan, so I look at the LAFC perspective, and all I say is I'm proud of these boys, how well they played. I mean, 2 goals only? That's great. Heck yeah. Long ball. Ball falls to Ordaz. Ordaz makes a great 2. Nathan Ordaz saved by Klinsmann. And Klinsmann again making a great save. Denies Nathan Ordaz once again. He could be the man of the game because he really kept his team on this one. Things could have gone out of their reach if it wasn't for Klinsmann. That's a foul here. Free kick for LAFC. 82 minutes. Galaxy leading 2-0. In the US Open Cup round of 16, like a year ago. You know, I'm a Chivas fan. And we have been putting up these coincidences of how they made it now back to the final against Tigres like in 2017. It will be played the same day that game was played when they won their 12th championship. We can put some for LAFC. You know, they lost to the Galaxy last season in the round of 16. And, you know, who knows? We could possibly win the CCL and then MLS, the Supporters Shield. Here's Ricky under the pressure. That's a foul by Rosales. Are LAFC fans going to be upset? Of course they are going to be upset about this. They were upset the LAFC did not want to put their first team. Are they going to be proud? Of course they are going to be proud of our young boys. Let's see how LAFC Twitter, you know, reacted to those, because, you know, we saw Galaxy's Twitter. They did not react right. It's a free kick here for the Galaxy. It's played in short. Ricky Puche is going to take the cross. Or no, he tries to play a through ball. It wasn't a great one. No one followed up with it. Galaxy do get possession back. Push. Caligari back to Push. Here's Jobilic. Jobilic trying to take a shot. It's blocked. Out to Delgado. Void. Markey. Leardom. Here's the Galaxy again with Boyd. He couldn't get past his defenders. Here's LAFC trying to run out with Crisostomo. Here's Nathan Ordaz. Opens it wide. Here goes LAFC now running it through the white smoke of the Galaxy fans. Galaxy goals 3 minutes apart. It's 85th minute at BMO, where LAFC for the first time is going to lose to the Galaxy since 2020 and get knocked out by the Galaxy. Klinsmann under pressure, clears that one out. Joveljic lost it. Here goes Eric Dueñas. And that's a hard knock. Referee is going to key into a throw-in or a foul. He calls a foul on Suva. The foul. And they throw him for a free kick for LAFC. Fans, some making their way out. Most just stay on their seats till the end of this match, 86 minutes. And LA, I mean, the 32-52 just keeps on rolling, makes you stay because of what they provide, the atmosphere they give. Here's Crisostomo's cross, not a great one. Push, knocked out by Dueñas. Foul and a free kick for the Galaxy entering the last 3 minutes. And short, they played. Here's, well, couldn't do so. Dueñas. Just the time winding down here at VMO Stadium where LAFC trails the Galaxy. It's the LAFC 2, the academy team, the one that plays in MLS Next Pro. They put up a great fight, though they couldn't sink their chances. Oh man, did they play well against the Galaxy's first team. And I mean, these past few minutes have been so bad for the Galaxy, giving a lot of possession to LAFC in the 88 minutes. Though LAFC, of course, not being precise as they usually are due to them being academy players. But the Galaxy, you got to be kidding me. Just still shows how bad this. And Greg Vanny is really, really upset right now. We saw an image of Vanny upset. It's just the little things right now that are showing Galaxy are still not top level. And you see this from a Galaxy perspective. I don't know what they would say. Be happy. Look, there's a turnover. LAFC running with it. Torres, a bad pass. They're arguing within each other. I mean, it's things like this, you know. I mean, you still have your star players. Joveljic, you can consider him a star player. And yeah, it is quite a surprise how they did not even put past LAFC's academy team. Here's a cross and headed out by the Galaxy. Awaiting was Christian Torres, who could possibly score. 89th minute. One corner kick for LAFC. '89. Corner kick. Not many LAFC players inside the 18. Crisostomo. Not a great cross. Another opportunity for him to actually whip in and get under the ball. So what they teach you in crosses, get under the ball. Here's the outswinger from Crisostomo. He does get under the ball. Here's a header, an attempt to put it back inside the 18. LAFC still trying to find a way to get back in this game. LAFC 2 players, can't say they participated in one of the editions of El Tráfico. Joveljic couldn't control it. Here's Dueñas fighting it off, clipping one up, finding Suva, and out into a throw-in for LAFC. Dueñas into Suba. Back to Dueñas. Gets one through to Suba. Imagine them going Real Madrid mode and scoring 2 goals. Though LAFC do accepting the defeat. It wasn't one of those thrilling games as it usually is. Danny Crisostomo in short. Galaxy just defending against LAFC's 2 team. Maybe they're not even surprised of being ahead. They've never been ahead. They beat the Sounders. They beat LAFC. Both teams played their academy players. Galaxy taking this tournament serious. While their crosstown rivals in 8 days play Leon for the CCL final. Here's the cross, cleared out by Cáceres. The last few seconds of the game, we hit 92. So Galaxy come to BMO, put 2 past LAFC, will advance to the quarterfinals. They beat LAFC's academy team in the round of 16. Here's Klinsmann. Who knows? Who knows what this... It was the academy team, but who knows how it changes the Galaxy, how it could change their season. Klinsmann goes long. Headed by Doymeyer. 92.5. Here they go attacking again. Ricky Push. Ricky Push lost it against Dueñas. Caligari. Nice turn on Dueñas. Here goes Caligari. Leaves it to Push. Push trying to find a little bit of space. Hitting 93. They play out wide. Now they play back. Referee will end this ball game, and the Galaxy win the 19th edition of El Tráfico. They beat LAFC's academy squad, and Steve Cherundolo just shares a smile and Greg Vandy he's just telling Steve Cherundolo those academy players play hard. At the end, both teams shake hands. Ricky Push congratulating all these academy players, so they're upset about the loss. LAFC's Open Cup run ends in 8 days. They don't play this weekend due to the CCL final coming up. So in 8 days to come, if I'm not mistaken, that's the case. They won't play this weekend. Yep, they're not playing this weekend. So in 8 days to come, a CCL final. The first leg at Leon. So we'll be there for the first leg. Thanks for following us. And my friend, I don't know if you're still there, Gregorio González, porque las prioridades de Los Ángeles es ganar la CONCACAF Champions League. Galaxy wins the 19th edition. Congrats to them. And it ends 0-2 here tonight. They face each other again on July 4th. We'll see you Sunday.